HR 280.
House Resolution number 280, patroned by Delegate Simon, amending and readopting Rule 81 of the Rules of the House of Delegates pertaining to the voting requirement to discharge a committee from the consideration of resolution. House Resolution 280 has been available online. It is distributed via iHot, and it is before the body.
The delegate from Fairfax, Delegate Simon.
Mr. Speaker, members of the House, for those of you that may have voted no on House Resolution 274 because of the process, and you didn't appreciate the process that was being brought forward, you didn't think it was appropriate, perhaps, as the gentleman from Shenandoah said, to have such a specific rule written into the House rules, I'll tell you that many of us on our side actually shared that concern, and there was a serious discussion amongst ourselves as about whether that was in fact the right way to go or not. And so what House Resolution 280 does is gives you a much cleaner way to deal with what I think is simply an oversight in the rules. The rules themselves weren't terribly clear to me when we started looking at the question that we got from a lot of the advocates, many of whom were in the gallery, which is, hey, we've got all these folks signed up to support the ERA. We've got co-patrons between the two resolutions. We've got 51 or 52 co-patrons. How is it that we can't get a floor vote on this bill when a majority of the members of the body have actually co-sponsored it? And we went looking through the rules, and there wasn't a clear answer for that with regard to resolutions. Rule 39 does talk about how you can bypass a committee in the first instance with a 2/3 vote. It didn't go to the issue of discharging a committee from the consideration of a resolution. The Rule 81 does talk about how you discharge a committee from the consideration of a bill. So all my rules change does is add after the word bill or resolution. So a joint resolution could be discharged from a committee the same way that a bill can, the same way that our Constitution guarantees the members of the body the right to do by a majority of the members voting. Again, this rule comes not from our collective minds, but from the Constitution. It's been there since 1902. I hope it's the pleasure of the body to support this rules change, correct an oversight, and give the body the right to impose its will and bring up for a vote very popular matters, whether they be bills or whether they be joint resolutions. So again, Mr. Speaker, I hope there'll be the pleasure of the body to vote yes on House Resolution 280.
The delegate from Shenandoah, Delegate Gilbert.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Speaking to the rule change.
The delegate has the floor.
Mr. Speaker, again, 2 days before we are set to adjourn, I would encourage the members of the body to reject this proposed change to our organizational rules.
Shall the resolution be agreed to? Clerk will close the roll.
Ayes 49, noes 51.
Ayes 49, noes 51. That resolution is defeated.